Chronicles! Look at everybody's back!
Vagina.
Back vagina?
Oh, that was you.
Did you see the title I put up now?
No, I saw it. It's just, you're still playing Super Mario World 2.
Did you refresh it?
I did not do that. I didn't have to refresh it for the don't overdo it, though.
Yeah, that's what it says.
No! Oh yeah. Alright, I got you. I did have to refresh it for the bottom part. Amazingly, the title refreshed on its own, though.
That's weird. I don't know why when I said that, that's weird. It just reminds me of when you read that friggin' Sonic fanfiction.
So that happened.
That happened.
I forget what we were recording when I said now I have to do that.
Oh, I think we were recording Ni no Kuni. I remember that. It was when I was grinding.
Oh no! I mean, like, why? You brought that up because we were looking up some. I don't know. I just forgot.
Oh yeah, I remember. We were just looking up. We were bored as fuck, so we just looked up our names, added the hedgehog to it, and then.
Oh, you came across it with your name.
Yeah, I'm like, how the fuck did this come up with my name?
I don't know why, but I never liked it. I didn't like those world. I didn't like those great blobs in the world map. Like, it's like, why? Why not just use the models you already have in the dungeon?
It's too much effort for him, tits. You give him too much credit.
Yeah, this game does suck.
Man.
War Match is like, honestly, Tales of Symphonia 2 isn't that bad. I'm like, I agree. I agree. It's not bad. The story is, but the rest isn't.
Yeah, it's a solid game, but the story is just, my god, what is it?
But that implies that I even cared about the first one. And characters. Honestly, I think I'm gonna like Grease's characters more than Symphonia.
You like Tales of Grace's characters more than Symphonia?
Yep.
Keep working on it.
Yeah.
I'm one of those fucks.
You're one of those people. I don't know why I keep going after that one.
Alright, let's go! Sonic thrust!
Neon magic.
Fuck it. Work on my logarithms.
Logarithm!
Logarithms!
Don't overdo it.
Shake. Nora.
Don't overdo it.
God damn it, Genus. You're gonna die!
Oh, I think... I'm gonna be quiet
Don't
for a bit.
overdo it.
Yeah, apparently the game audio is so too loud. Amazingly.
There.
Is your game audio on OBS set to maximum or something? So you don't have to turn off the stream for that, you just lower the volume on OBS.
Well, if I don't lower the game audio thing, I would. And I set it to 10.
And no, not there, dude. On OBS, like the actual OBS program. You know, with the icon, with the microphone and the speaker.
Well,
You know what I'm getting at, right?
Kind of.
You gotta open OBS for this. Damn it. God damn it. You know what? No, I'm gonna look it up on the internet. So, look at this. Holy shit, that's a big ass link. So, you know, on the bottom right, you see the microphone and the sound icon. Just lower the sound icon. It should. No, he actually meant the game setting though. Oh yeah, you could do that with the actual game. You know how like in setting options of the game you can lower like mute the game audio or sound effects and all that stuff? You could do that too.
I suppose, yeah.
Oh hey, a person. And Psycho's like leaving me out of the chat, I see. You can add him. Probably won't be talking. I'm just like troubleshooting for you at this point. Where is my stupid thingy? Gross. Disgusting, I say. Oh, Safety, what the fuck is it? Oh, there you are. You muddy fucker. The cube grew to 54x to the 10th power, y to the 8th power, and z to the 25th power. Simple as fuck. I just hate that my teacher, my professor has us show all the damn. We have to show every single step. I'm like, man,
I don't want to do this.
some of this is.
Get started. No way.
Yeah, it's like some of this is easy to skip.
Alright, should probably move all that out of there. There we go.
No, let them enjoy the adorable Mega Man.
That was so adorable.
Look, check this out. I'm gonna connect your dazzle real quick. By the way, I kind of modified your dazzle.
What have you done?
I added a red tape right next to the USB port.
You're going
hell?
down.
Oh hey, that's my
Don't
phone.
overdo it. Don't overdo
So I'm just gonna send you a screenshot. You can check it when you're ready. But essentially,
it.
yeah, I know you ready ever hot.
Just as I expected.
Colette's about to go into overlimit. Alright. Yo.
Okay, so am I in the chat now? Is this the right chat that you guys are in?
Yeah, hang on. I've just been messing around with my settings. God damn it, I forgot to set do nothing. There we go. Hang on, let me just recall you guys back real quick.
There we go.
There we go. It's because like I had it set to whenever like I get a call, it reduces the sound by 80%. I'm like, alright. I should probably set it to go back to 299.
Titties.
Everybody loves titties.
Don't overdo it.
Yeah. Oh god, now I'm only getting all the audio from my headset. What the hell? I gotta fix that.
Yeah.
Where is that? Where are the tools? Because it's glaring in my ear and I can't hear a thing. Well, I mean, I have Twitch muted, but
Take them down quickly.
it's like...
Don't overdo it.
Where is my...
Grotto, stop
My-
using so much TP.
Where's my... Where are the damn microphone settings on Skype?
Take this. Stone blast.
I'm fixated on trying to fight right now, so I'm like, eh.
Okay, audio settings. Here we go.
And I thought he was gonna use that.
Just as I expected.
Yeah, the USB audio device. Yeah, no, I don't want that. Not this.
Apparently, you have 5 people watching.
That's
5 people watching?
Apparently.
Huh.
Me, Goku, and War Master, and you. But I'm like, where's
much
the fifth
better.
person?
There we go.
Yeah, good thing right now is
Yeah,
I
I had
actually
my
have the Twitch chat popped out in its own window,
There we
so
go.
I can actually see it for once.
There we go.
Monster
For some
Yay.
reason, Skype had my Skype had my speakers set to my headset instead of my computer speakers. That was weird.
That's a lot. That explains something, possibly.
Yeah, because when it's echoing in my ear and it's twice as loud as what I'm hearing right now, yeah, something was wrong. You're only at the Fire Temple? What, did you just start a new game?
No, well, I started the file, but I just never got... I haven't touched it in like a month. I think last I left...
had other things to do.
Yeah.
This technically shouldn't count as your backlog, as part of your backlog, because you've beaten this game like 10 times.
But it's Chronicles! It's completely different.
Symphonia 2
in the way that it's
is
not.
a backlog for you because you never finished that game, and you're never going to finish that game because, like Luigi, you hate it, or you don't care enough about it to want to play through it again.
Yeah, that's the right way to say it. That's the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
That
good
game
for you,
will
sorry.
forever
You're
be
cutting
part
back
of your
on using the
backlog
word
because
hate.
You'll just never play it. It's my fault too because my Let's Play made you and Luigi hate the game so much.
Well, I don't necessarily hate it. I just think that the story is terrible. Everything else is solid, at the very least.
Yeah, but with an
it's
RPG, if the
like
story
Grace.
is terrible,
It's like Grace's in the way that as long as you ignore the story, everything else is fine. Only Grace's gameplay.
yeah, but unlike Grace's, but with Grace's, you actually sat through the game and played it. With Symphonia 2, you didn't even touch it because you hated the story so much.
Yeah, but with Grace's, it's because of the gameplay. Because I loved the gameplay much enough, so that I could still enjoy it.
The gameplay in Symphonia 2 is essentially the same gameplay that was in Grace's.
Not
just
even
not the CC
close.
system.
Not even close.
Guys,
Fine,
guys,
spare it.
I'd like to hear the same conversation over and over again, but maybe
Well,
this has already been established after like 10 videos. Anyways, Tiz,
No,
why don't you just go
is
to your
that
game
if
settings and
no-
lower your music volume and your sound effect volume?
Are they still
Me?
complaining about the noise?
Yeah.
I thought I lowered them all already. Volume settings. Yeah, I have them all set to 40.
Really, Drew? I don't even
In the
hear
game?
the gameplay audio.
Yeah, in the game.
Oh well, I have the chat mute. I
Well, set
have
it to
Twitch
10.
muted, so that's probably.
Well, the thing is, though, it's in increments of 8, so it's like at 40, and then the maximum is 127.
So set it to 8.
Then maybe we just need to lower our audio a bit.
Because there's background.
No, the game
background
audio.
music
Oh,
volume,
sorry.
voice volume.
Oh, the game audio's drowning us out. Okay. I don't know what the
I'm
difference
just gonna
with.
put it at 32.
I don't know what's the difference between this version and the GameCube version, so maybe that has something to do with it.
I really can't tell you since I really don't care for this series in
Well,
particular.
I can't say either because I've only played the GameCube version, so I don't know what the differences are between the two.
Well, it's a constant 30 frames per second. There's an added animated cutscenes, such as right now when we get Colette her wings. There's going to be an animated cutscene for that.
Yeah. Well, here's my
Because it's
question,
not
Logic.
Symphonia, the bells and whistles edition.
Nuance extras in this worth spending another $70? Are all the little nuance extras in this worth the extra $60?
It wasn't $60, it was $40.
This
Still-
place is
okay.
also built with Magi technology.
But still, is it worth it?
Absolutely.
Is it worth it to spend $40 on
Is the
Final Fantasy
PS2
X and
really
10-2
worth
HD
playing?
remakes?
Is the PS2 version really worth playing, considering everyone has said that the GameCube version is the superior version?
It has added content, such as added bosses,
All right, let's
and they fixed up some difficulty spikes, I think. Either that or made it worse, I'm not sure. All I care is that I just want to see.
made
what
the
it's like.
Temple of Darkness worse.
Something's coming.
I don't
somehow.
even understand. I don't even understand why that question is relevant since both of you guys tend to like buy games you already own on the Wii U.
Now that's not true.
Well, essentially what I'm saying is, I was watching Sega Fantasy again, and like the PSP does a speech. People only want remakes. and ported games. That's all we need to give them. I'm like, it's kind of true. That's what people tend to buy in the virtual console every day.
I will agree with you on that, because I'll use Mega Man as an example. Everyone's bitching about how Mega Man hasn't had a game since Mega Man 10, and you know, the second we do get a new classic or X Mega Man game, everyone's gonna go, oh, it's great and all, but it's the same game that we played 11 times already. Like, then why did you want it? If you know it's going to be exactly the same every time, why do you keep buying it just to bitch about it? You clearly don't want to play the game, so why are you wasting your money on it?
God damn it, I died.
Yeah, Toots, why are you wasting your money on it?
Because I want to.
Not saying that logic, I'm saying that people that complain about games being the same thing over and over again and then complaining that we don't get said games.
I know you're not saying Logic is doing it. I'm just saying that I'm directing your words at him to make it sound like
having fun fighting probably the hardest main boss in the game because this guy's a cheap bastard.
Well, it's a wake-up call, boss. It's just like, you know, this journey ain't gonna be so easy. As long as you level grind, though, you should be good.
It's the second boss in the game.
Oh yeah, that's the reason.
It's the second boss. What kind of difficulty spike is that?
The best kind.
See, Opex, this is the kind of difficulty spikes you like, so if you could just get over the character models, you'd probably enjoy the game, but oh well.
Well, I also don't like the characters, except Genus, because of that one line.
I don't crack you up. It's okay. I can understand that. A couple of the characters are stupid. Genus!
I love how Kratos only had 23 health left. It's just like, fuck, man. What was that?
What?
I don't like. Honestly, I don't like any of these characters.
Have you tried? Well, honestly, I don't want to say it's because I grew up with them or anything, but they're decent enough.
It's one of those things where you either like it or you don't, and there's not much to do about it. I completely see where he's coming from.
I can barely tolerate Lloyd. I mean, out of all the characters, I think
Yes, my lord.
Lloyd and barely Rain are acceptable.
Oh, Goddess Martell.
Well, you've only seen 5 of them, so...
Grant me thy strength.
I already know. I already hate Rigo and Zelos.
Yeah.
I don't really know anything about Crescia, to be honest.
Just imagine Sophie.
And I think Logic's got a good point where if you grew up with this game and you liked it the first time, you're just always gonna like it no matter what.
Tits. With Persea, just imagine Sophie. Only a lot younger. But still old.
No. Older.
No, dude, Persea was 28. Sophie's like hundreds of years old.
Colette, my dear daughter.
Can I just think about...
She is? God damn it.
Thank you.
God damn it.
Father.
See, I'm not paying attention to Grace's death because I don't care for it.
The first seal has been released. Ifrit will surely awaken soon. In the name of Crucius, I shall grant you the power of the angels.
Thank you, my lord.
And animated cutscene.
I'm gonna see it in about 10 seconds.
You're actually watching the cutscene?
I've never seen it before.
Oh.
Remember, or
Your
no, I'm
model is
gonna
so
be like
stiff.
25 seconds behind you, remember, and I'm watching it on Twitch. There it is.
She's all like, everybody,
Angel
stand back.
transformation
I'm gonna
will not
get
be
my
without
dream.
pain. Yet, it is but for one night.
And Lloyd's like, when he sees the wing sprite's like, you fucking
I
dream
humbly
for
accept
wings?
this
The
trial.
fuck?
The next seal lies far to the east.
What about us, motherfucker?
across
We need
the
wings
That
sea.
too.
That was so
Offer your
worthwhile
prayers at
5-second animation that they wasted money on. See?
Yes, Lord
See,
Romeo.
Namco? You could have
It's
easily
not a
put
waste
that in the
because people
GameCube
bought it.
version. No, my point is that they made a second version of something that they could have easily put in the original version. They were just too lazy to put it in the first place.
Dude, there were size limitations considering they had to put everything in 2 discs on the GameCube version, whereas in the PS2 and PS3 version, they had a lot more disc space.
Colette,
has
Yeah,
wings.
that's true. The GameCube discs had like no space on them at all.
I can put them away too.
Although
you
I
guys
find
without
that
boring?
What happened?
I also
Tits?
consider that a weak excuse because that's just Namco going, we don't want to bother trying with what we have. We just want to do the bare minimum of what we have.
What was it, Tits? I couldn't hear you.
He said
I
the
forgot.
next place is across the sea.
Yeah.
That means we get to sail on a ship. I can't wait.
Something about Namco,
ship.
bare minimum. Not a good excuse. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
The way things are right now.
I don't even know what
I'm
we're
saying
talking about
with-
anymore.
We should head to the coast to see what we can
Yeah,
find.
I'm
I was
kinda lost
saying
now,
that the
too.
GameCube.
Okay,
I was
you
saying that
two,
there was
we get
no
it
real
already.
excuse for the
That's enough.
GameCube version not to have animated cutscenes. It's
GameCube
just
had
that
it.
Namco was
Okay.
used to put them in.
No, the GameCube version had animated cutscenes, just not as much as the PS2 one has.
The GameCube version had 2, and one of them was 2 seconds long.
I thought there was 3. I mean, there's when Palma Costa gets destroyed, and then there's the ending.
Oh, no, you're right. There's 3.
Honestly, those animated
Hooray! Colette
cutscenes,
has her best spell in the game.
Don't get too
I'm not really a fan of those.
It's pretty sad that Colette's best spell in the game is the very first one she gets.
Angel feathers.
Oh, in this game, she actually gets like a new spell, like after you defeat Pronema, she gets Grand Cross.
Oh, that's true. They actually gave her a new.
Yeah, they
She
gave
should
people
have
new
more
arts,
light
too.
spells. She should have more light spells. There's no. That was something about the GameCube version that I didn't understand. Like, for some reason, Colette. For being the only other character in the game to have light-based spells, they gave her, like, no light-based spells at all.
I think they wanted to fit that more toward Rain, but I think they fixed Colette's little problem like that. So it's just like, hey, you want Colette with more light-based attacks? Then go ahead with that.
Why couldn't you
It's
say
the-
that with a
it's the
Russian
same
accent?
kind of
Would've been
problem.
hilarious.
It's the same kind of problem they had with nobody having dark-based spells, like, at all.
Also, Tits, did you know? You're right now. You're gonna notice the costume I have on Rain.
You don't look fine at all.
I think she has Pascal, right?
Oh god.
Yes.
It's all my fault.
I assumed you would have given her that.
Because
I
Grace.
just guessed too.
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
Now's not the time for that.
Aw, you don't have
Oh.
one of Colette's costumes then?
We must
I
get
do,
remember
but she
the
has
question.
titles now that actually, like, benefit her stats.
Wait.
Oh, that
It's
makes
not
sense.
to move her.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're
Yeah,
not
neither
wearing.
Kratos nor Rain have any better stat-changing titles, so I just have them with their costume titles. It's just the
Remember
same
the
as their
angel's
defaults.
words. The
That's
angel
true. I mean, you can have
transformation
Colette
process
wearing Lloyd's
required
clothes. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you
rather
could.
than taking her to a doctor.
I
It would
think
be
there's
best
just
to
like
let her
a
rest
side
here.
quest in this game that they added that lets you do that.
I'm
Or you can have her be Rita.
okay.
So,
Fine after a little
I don't mean
rest.
to
I'm sorry to cause so
jumble
much
your
trouble.
conversation because I wasn't
Stop
really following.
apologizing
You were
all
talking
the
about
time,
Rita or
Lord.
something in costumes.
It's not
Yes.
as if you can help
But
it.
Yeah,
essentially,
certainly
what I'm gonna ask
Colette's
is,
ultimate costume is Rita.
it's disgusting. The picture of that guy's face, disgusting. Anyways,
Well, anyway.
Alright, so
I wanna
set
ask,
up
what's-
camp before it gets dark.
what's the deal with the wings and the holy people and Colette and shit like that?
well, pretty much you're on the journey of regeneration where Colette, she's practically in the process of becoming an angel. So the first step is that she got wings.
Oh, is that it?
Well, she's also gonna get
She's
like
they're going
also
on a
other
journey
stats
to revive Mana.
Like she's gonna get some other stuff
Because-
happening to her too.
Okay, because I thought this was similar to that of Legend of Dragoon with the winglies. I'm like, some of us have wings and the others don't because we're dragoons.
No.
Or like Final Fantasy IX.
To make things to give you a little perspective on this game, this is supposed to be a prequel to Fantasia.
I already knew that. Trust
Okay,
me,
I wasn't sure how
everything
much
you
of
guys
I
talk,
didn't know if you knew about that.
you'd be surprised how much you repeat yourself when it comes to Tales of Symphonia and other Tales of games.
Well, I didn't know if I told you that. Okay, what you're trying to do is Colette needs to become an angel in order to regenerate the world. So that's why they're going to these seals.
Oh, so she's Yuna. I got it.
Pretty much.
I suppose.
I gotta take her around the temples so you can learn new summons to stop sin.
I'm just gonna start skipping all the dialogue because at this point, me and Sire, and I'm assuming everyone in the chat has seen this story countless times. So I'm just gonna start skipping the dialogue.
Yeah.
Like even the voiced ones too.
Yeah. I mean, the very beginning of this game is like the most generic RPG plot of all time. It's like the plot of every Final Fantasy game ever.
No. I'm gonna go.
Want me to come?
Like, magic is disappearing from the world, we gotta revive it, yay.
No, right now it's just like I was skipping the dialogue and it's just all like, I'm gonna go. And Lloyd's like, want me to come? Colette's like, thanks. She just walks away.
I love it when you do that.
Want me to come? Thanks. That's not a yes or no. I'm all like, yes?
Because why not? Wow, suddenly Twitch like froze on me and now it's back. Like, what the hell?
What?
Like, the screen went black for like 5 seconds and now it's back.
And it's got
Black.
Yeah, hooray, it's the greatest poster of all time.
Yeah, what was I doing? That. There we go.
Hey, Opaque, how much do you like the Kirby series?
Kirby. It's the only game that doesn't annoy me that repeats itself over and over for some reason.
Hi, Toby.
Toby don't like Kirby.
Yeah. So like, I find it
If you had a
overrated.
3DS,
Okay.
Because if you had a 3DS, you could get Triple Deluxe. That game's actually pretty fun.
It's a very solid Kirby game.
I'll stick with the Kirby Wii games.
Yeah. It feels very much like they ported Return to Dreamland onto the 3DS.
It works.
Just in gameplay style. It's not like they literally ported the game over, but
Not like with Donkey Kong.
like the
Country
graphic
Racers.
style and the gameplay style are exactly the same as Return to Dreamland, which is perfectly fine.
That game was fun.
Minus the 4-player co-op. Which works a lot better than in frickin'
3D World.
Mario 3D World, good god.
God damn it, Brain Scratch.
If there's one thing I learned from watching Brain Scratch doing their commentary on 3D World is that 4-player co-op in 3D World is bullshit.
I'm also skipping the skits too.
Yeah, the skits aren't really that important.
Yeah, I know.
I got a question for you. Why are you even prompting the skits in the first place?
Huh?
Why are you even prompting the skits in the first place?
Because otherwise they're gonna keep annoying me with the prompt at the very bottom. So I just
yeah.
press. All I
When-
have to do is press select to start it, and then I think I gotta keep mashing select until it skips automatically.
Can't you? I'm pretty sure. I haven't played it in a while because I just tested it and all that shit. But I'm pretty sure there's an option so you can disable that notification.
Let me check.
There might be.
Display skit titles? Yeah, right. Off.
Wow, I actually knew something about a game you guys know about.
Well, it's because I always leave everything at
in
default.
most Tales games.
You know what? I'm
You
just
know
gonna
what?
take it.
For shits and
Just
giggles,
let me have it.
we're gonna put it in Japanese
Just-
audio.
Just let me have it. Come on.
You're gonna what now?
Japanese audio.
Oh, because you can.
Yes.
Because
What
your
is
favorite
this
character's
mood
coming
speak?
up and you want to hear. Because your favorite character's coming up and you want to hear her in Japanese instead of English.
Yeah, sure.
Except I can't hear it because I have the thing muted, so it doesn't matter to me.
And I'm not even watching.
But you got so used to the English voices, now you're probably confused.
It sounds weird. I'm just gonna skip everything again.
This is one of the few we'll admit that this is one of the few dubbed games that the dubbing was actually done relatively well.
There are some hammy moments, though.
There are, but I mean, at the time when this originally first came out, dubbing was usually god-awful, and this game was a very big exception.
They kind of had to, considering how the PlayStation versions did. Not many people
I
even
mean, if
knew
you play like
this was tied to the Tales of Destiny.
if you play
As in,
Tales of
the
Eternia
series
and then
film.
come to this, you're like, oh, the voice acting in Eternia is so much worse than this. Voice actors in Tales of Eternia don't even bother to try to do emotions. That's how bad it is.
They don't emote. It's like telling Calculon to emote.
No, they don't.
Emote!
That's that.
Oh, great. Now he emotes!
Alright, let's keep the Japanese voices on while we battle.
He says they're gonna die in English.
You know what's...
I can imagine
You know what's...
that.
You know what's...
I'm gonna die.
So much for that. Oh, that lasted a whole... That lasted a whole 45 seconds. Warmaster 99 is apparently cooking and watching you play this at the same time.
Fuck yeah.
He is what you call Master Chef.
Hey, it's your Heil Bear.
Yep.
Sieg Heil!
This
What
motherfucker.
kind of fucking
bear.
shit is that?
That's a
It's a
bear.
bear.
He has purple goop on him and shit.
That's a bear for you. Always with the purple goop.
At least it's on an egg there.
You guys ever play Psychonauts? Any of you ever play Psychonauts?
Not really.
Aw. What about you, Sark? You play Psychonauts?
I still
I've
remember when
heard of it, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
Ah, you guys suck so much. It's
I just
unreal.
remember when I went back to try to get Ifrit as a summer spirit, how I got a double bear hug by a fucking 2 bears.
You recorded that, dude. Like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, I was like, how did that happen? How does that fucking happen?
You like somehow got stuck in
magic.
between them and That's another thing. That's another thing that kind of distracts me too. Is that at the end of every battle, now you actually see. Now it makes sense because it makes more sense if you have the Japanese audio on, but when it's got the English audio on, why does it have subtitles?
And sometimes the subtitles are kind of different from the English audio too.
because the subtitles are literally translating the Japanese text.
Pretty much. I'm just like,
Because moon people are weird.
with their moons. Good old Hitler bears.
Tiger Blade. That one arc that you always spam.
Of course. That
I like
Sword
Sword
Rain.
Rain. I personally think Sword Rain is the best art in the game, but that's just me.
Alright, I got Tempest. I
I
forgot
like
about that.
hitting attacks. What can I say? Are you trying to get one of Lloyd's titles?
Which one in particular do you mean?
Like Loyal Apprentice or whatever, going through the first half of the game without only having
yeah.
the wooden.
I forgot I was gonna do that. I'm like, alright, since Matt's doing that on Super Game Bros, may as well do that myself.
You have to go through like the first quarter of the beginning of the game without giving Lloyd a new weapon.
Like, at what point
There's also
do I
a title for
do I
Colette.
have to go up to anyway? Do you remember?
I think it's up to Kavar.
Damn. Alright. I'm up for it, I don't care.
I think at the same time, if you get up to Kavar without Colette dying once, she gets a title for that too.
Yeah, she has already died at
That
least
one's
3 times, so I am not gonna bother with that one.
Yeah, that one for Colette's near impossible to get because
Unless you control
Unless
Colette
somebody's-
yourself, and then, like, even if she does that, you have to restart, like, your save file.
yeah, like unless someone's physically controlling Colette, she's probably gonna die at least once before then. There's also like everyone has similar titles. Like if you go that long without having Genus use any gels on himself, he gets a title, and like that's gonna happen because computer-controlled characters just waste your damn items all the time.
Well, in this game, they don't use items. They don't have auto items, so the only way
Oh, that's good.
because I'm assuming, like with Genus's title, nobody has to use gels. So you practically have to go through like the first third of the game without using a single healing item.
I don't know if it's nobody can or if it has to specifically be nobody use it on Genus
Or Genus use it on anybody or something like that.
or something. I don't know if it's specific like that. It might just be as long as Genus specifically doesn't use any gels or gets any gels.
Yeah. You know, I just realized, since I'm not really using Reina as a party member, I'm gonna be using her as my healer as I make my way through this.
That's a safe way. That's a safe thing to do.
Yeah.
Cat. Cat. Say, Opaque, what's your opinion on actually physically seeing enemies on the world map as opposed to random battles?
Huh? What? I'm not really watching,
Which
but they're
do
just
you
great blobs,
prefer,
right?
having random battles or being able to see enemies on the world map as you're walking around?
Oh, well, you weren't here, but I just covered this with Tits. I'm like, why are they black blobs? They already had the models. So, I guess my opinion is indifferent.
Indifferent? Okay. Because I personally can't stand random battles where, like, every 2 steps you get into a fight, and like, god damn it. It's just repetitive and annoying. If you're gonna have random battles, at least make it like Bravely Default, where you can change up how often it happens.
Man, you were comparing a lot of things to Bravely Default.
Well, Bravely Default is like the new generation of classic JRPG and does a lot of things right. One of the things they do right is being able to customize random battles. That is something that is very useful.
Can't really say since I haven't really played it.
Well, it doesn't need to be Bravely Default specifically. I'm just saying from now on, I would think JRPGs would follow that example. Because a lot of people like the option of fighting rather than being forced to. You know what I mean?
I have no idea what you just said. I'm sorry, I was focusing on my work.
Oh, yeah, he's doing
sorry.
homework right now, too.
Oh, my bad.
No,
All I
I
was
can
saying
follow.
is that a lot of people...
You're gonna have to repeat yourself.
All I was saying was that not just me, but a lot of people would prefer to have the option of grinding rather than being forced into random battles every 10 steps.
Oh. Well, it's not as bad as some random battle on the world map, like
Oh, now you learn lightning
Legend of
products.
Legaia. Legend of Legaia was pretty rough. I'm more concerned about, when it comes to RPGs, I'm more concerned about how fun the battle system is than the other stuff, to be honest.
Yeah.
The reason I like Legend of Dragoon is because I actually like the battle system. Legend of Gaia was different. Graces is different compared to the other Tales of games so far. That's why I kind of like Destiny for the PS2. That uses CC as well.
Well, War Master, in a way, you're right, because most Tales games past Tales of Destiny start doing what Symphonia does, which is let you see enemies on screen. But the earlier Tales games had random battles like traditional JRPGs as well. Where you'd just be walking around and you just go into a battle and you don't even see where it is.
I just like the way Rashina's animation looks in this version. It just makes it look like she spontaneously combusted.
You're right, it is supposed to only be random, but sometimes... But is it also random when every one step you take gets you into another battle? That's not really random, it's
If you
just...
think about it... No, if you think about it, the random, that's actually how the word random works.
Yeah.
Well, it's not
I mean, if
really
you think
random
about it
anymore
that
if
way.
every single step is...
Well, it's not always
A
going to be
battle.
every single step, but it's a good chance that
I know,
there is
I'm-
a chance of every single step.
I know I'm using an extreme example, but that can happen sometimes.
Air hug!
I mean,
That only happens like
there's a
twice,
section.
from what I've noticed.
I mean, wasn't there a section in Fantasia where if you go down a specific road, it's like, yeah, every single step is a random battle?
Section down every road. You mean the area where like every trap? It's kind of like in RPGs. There are trap floors that are supposed to be designated random battles.
And then there's that one scene, what happened
Something
with
like
you,
that. There's
Opik?
like a split. There was like a split path, and there was a sign that, like, if you want to take the easier route, go left. Otherwise, go right. And if you go down the right path, every like other step is a random battle.
Actually, I think you're referring to the very beginning. That's just saying like the left will take you out to the world map sooner. The right will give you an extra area. So Tits, what were you saying?
Like, remember what happened with you? Fuck everything?
And you had to keep. That's what I was referring to.
Yeah, that was the very beginning. You wanted like 2 treasure chests, man.
I feel like the thing
Got into a fight.
you just like you just threw in yourself just like a skull, like a skeleton throwing its head like fuck everything.
And then you made the screen start spinning.
I gotta watch that right now.
Just the reaction
it
to
sounds
it
like
too.
part
I
two.
still remember it. I remember I was losing my shit when that happened.
Yeah, I remember that
We
too.
did not see that. So you're gonna fight the
I
sword
gotta watch
dancer
that
or
now.
no?
Hell no.
As you can tell, I don't really watch my LPs that much.
Alright, I forget that the skits in the Japanese version are voiced.
作戦や指示で戦局は大きく変わる。忘れるな。
Come on, dude.
お前は一人で
Omega Evolution could do it at level 1 and do an infinite combo on this fucker.
Yeah, but I'm not Omega. Alright, so how long have I been streaming for?
I have no idea. I can't tell.
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
40 minutes? I want it now.
This could flash fry a buffalo in under a minute.
Under a minute, but I want it now. Damn it, Mo.
You know, I feel like doing something completely different with this playthrough because I remember in like, I'm not sure if it's the same in this version, but I remember in Symphonia how you could just like go across the bridge that was right next to the Osa Trail and like you could end up on the other side without having to go on a boat.
Could you?
When I replayed Fantasia on the PSP, I controlled, for the most part, Mint, which was pretty stupid. It made my battles longer, but whatever.
That's why I never control the healer.
Well, that was only because she's with you for the most of the time. Until I got Clark summons. So now I'm summoning, now I'm controlling Clark. Essentially, I'm just trying not to control the class. So I guess what I'm saying is just try using Cashier or something right now.
So just keep
Like, I
going.
love using it. No! That's not what I said!
That's
but-
the one thing that that was blah, blah. You're trying to say something, Opic? I'm sorry.
Oh no, I stopped talking when you started talking.
Oh, sorry.
A long
Like,
time.
that's the one thing that I really liked about Vesperia is the fact that they actually made the healer physically able to fight back. Estelle is the best healer in any Tales game ever because she can actually fight.
She can actually fight physically at the very least.
Exactly. She's not weak as shit physically.
Yeah, and it's crazy
Unlike
too.
every
She's
other
also
healer in
considered the
every
tank in
game
that
ever.
game too, because like she has really high defenses.
She's like the exact opposite of healers in every other Tales game. It's like I have like fuck being a white mage. I'm gonna be a frickin' like mage knight. Fuck yeah.
Oh right. Wait, did I say? I should probably.
She's like a red mage knight.
Shit.
That's known as a paladin or something.
Yeah, that is practically what Stella is. She's just she has really high defense. She has support skills. She can heal your party. She can fight physically for the most part, but it's not like her main thing. She's mostly like a spellcaster too.
Well, paladin in D&D. Paladin in D&D terms. In JRPG terms, paladin is mainly just
Physical fighter.
really
with some
high
light
attack.
special attacks.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
I wish I knew how to mute you guys, but...
You're like, I don't want to hear you guys' voices anymore. You sicken me.
Well, I want to hear you guys lose your shit, so I'll be right back.
You know what? I don't get? The fact that archer type characters can't melee with their bow.
I think Raven can do that.
Well, it is well, the class type in Final Fantasy is red mage, yes, but but it's a more widely accepted term now is mage knight or master. You can say either one. Personally, I prefer to say red mage because it makes more sense, but there's a bunch of different terms for the same type of character.
Alright, now I'm gonna go across
Red
that
mage.
bridge and I'm gonna go through hell.
Red mage, mage knight, spell fencer. Lots of different names.
Sire, I'm gonna go through hell right now.
Why would you do that?
Because I've never done it before.
You know, if you really want to go through hell, you turn on mania mode before going over there.
Well, I only have access to hard mode right now.
Oh, that's right, you gotta beat the game first.
Yeah. Also, so yeah, I'm crossing the bridge. I'm doing it. I don't care. Fuck y'all.
Battle mage. Like I said, War Master, there's a lot of different terms for the same type of character. It just depends on which one you prefer to say.
I'm fucked. I am so fucked. We're going through, we're going through Dragon Quest standards where you cross a bridge, you're fucked.
Okay, so I couldn't
That-
really figure
not
out
to
where
that
that fuck
extent.
everything came from, but whatever.
Oh, fuck, a cockatrice, a grasshopper, giant beetles, I'm fucked. I don't care. Oh god, they're gonna hit me. Cockatrice
Okay.
and
You know what? I
Martine.
didn't realize I
Warmaster
haven't
has a
even
good
pressed
question.
it.
Warmaster has a good question. He doesn't understand the fact that archers can't melee with their bows. Like if someone's right up next to them, why can't they just bash them over the head with their bow?
Well, the bow's not
You did it,
exactly a
Nick, sorry.
really good attack or weapon to melee with.
Yeah, especially if the bow's made out of wood, then you bash someone over the head and the bow snaps in half.
I'm like, well, shit, I'm out of a way to attack.
Well, I'm just gonna answer War Master that don't say paladin because it's an instant war. Come from. I'm like, well, it's not essentially just a paladin, but in general, I think calling someone a paladin is an insult. That's because I play World of Warcraft. Have you ever been hit with the bow? Have you ever been hit with a thick piece of wood? Yeah, it kind of hurts. But you have to. I think that it's not so much as smacking someone with a crossbow or a bow. That's the problem. Is that that's your main weapon, your main weapon of choice. So you don't want to sacrifice breaking or denting your weapon that you're gonna need later on in the battle by smacking them like a monster with a hard shell with them.
Yeah. Because you can also make the same argument as instead of just shooting the arrow at the guy, why don't you just stab them with the arrow? Because it's not as effective.
Well, I mean, you could do that.
You could, but you might as well be using a spear.
And I'm controlling Genius. Fuck.
Because I mean, if you guys know of the Green Arrow from the DC universe, he does get into melee sorts of predicaments and uses his bow to protect himself as a shield mostly than hitting someone with it. He does use other items he has with him in his what's the word, quiver to harm others, like an explosion, a poison, or
why am
something
I going
like that.
through this?
Yeah. Or you could be like Pit and have your bow split into two swords.
Actually,
Best
in Tales
Best
of
of both worlds there.
Destiny. Oh yeah, that's his
Destiny 2
weapon's
has
designed
that?
to work like that. Tales of Destiny director's cut for the PS2. I forget her name, but she's a little girl who uses a bow, and I used her in my run. I'm gonna look her up real quick, but she's actually really crazy when you get her to like near max level with combos, because she's melee attacks with it. Because whenever R2 she gets close to you, she kicks you, and then she jumps back out into you and shoots with you.
War Master, I believe you. I really do. Since I don't have a bow myself, I never said I knew what I was talking about, because I never have owned a bow in my life. I'm not denying that if you get smacked in the head by a long piece of wood like that it wouldn't hurt. Because it would probably hurt like a bitch. Because you're getting smacked in the head by a piece of wood.
Yeah, but it's not as effective as getting hit in the head with a piece of steel.
A sharp blade.
I mean, look at Kenshin. He has a reverse blade, so he still fucks people up with that. He doesn't kill anybody, but massive bruises all over them.
Kenshin versus Bash Stampede.
Poor Colette keeps dying. What are you doing?
Well, I'm out of life bottles. I'm fighting enemies that are way above my level because I went the other way instead of going the way they intended.
Well, it's your fault. You shouldn't have come here yet.
But it's optional. They actually let you do it.
Yeah, but just because you have the option doesn't mean you have to take it.
But where's the challenge in not taking it?
I understand. You wanted a challenge, and there you go.
Get away from the Get away from the Hailer! Yeah, they're jumping rain. They are jumping rain! Oh my god! She's healing herself, and then she's fucked up, and yeah. She's dead. Janus is alive. We're gonna die!
No, you fool! You foolish fool!
Okay, I kinda wish it's free run available, but I'm fucked. And I'm out of magic. Well,
Hey, you're over limit. Not like it means anything.
I'm dead.
Bet you wish you could use indignation judgment right about now.
Yep. Really good.
It would kill at least one of them. Kick. You know, you could just run.
No.
You could have just ran.
No.
Do you have to fight the fire dog again?
No. I saved it is old, so.
Ah.
I made sure to save before actually crossing that bridge. I'm like, so if I fuck up, I can just start back here. Nothing happened. Fuck, I'm tired.
Ah, damn it, I never actually turned off my 3DS. It actually just went into sleep mode. Oops. I thought I turned it off after playing Kirby. I guess I forgot. Also, Opaque, you're right. I do talk about this game too much, but it's like my favorite JRPG of all time. I can't really help it.
In reply to War Master, it's
Fuck.
that's in the real world though. But even no matter how reinforced it is, you gotta realize that. Well, I guess you could also make the argument that bows are made out of like hard rune like material or something. So yeah, in a sense, you can make use of it as a weapon, but it won't be as effective unless the blade was sharp, like the edges of the bow were sharpened. There are some literatures where elven, not just elven, but some human hunters will sharpen the edge of their bow to stab or slice enemies that got in like near them, or monsters like a bear. Like there's this one bowman hunter. He was entrapped by a bear, but his bow was near the edge, but not, so it's sticking out, so it doesn't touch the string of the bow. He would actually cut the bear open a little bit to get some distance. But mostly he doesn't use the bow as a melee weapon. He would use the bow as, a long range weapon, since that's his most effective use of it.
But
Logic, why are you doing this minigame?
because I feel like it.
Anyways,
It
AFK for a bit.
doesn't give you anything.
It gives you some items. Trying to memorize everything, just like pushing down sweat. Let the idea right.
I have a feeling I'd have similar problems with this that I did with Chrono Trigger on the PS1. It's getting so used to the button layout from the original version that when they change it up, it's confusing to me for the first the first hour. Because the minigame to get the Chrono Clone is a lot harder in the PS2 version because of the button layout. Maybe I just suck, but I had a lot of trouble with the PS2 version, or the PS1 version doing that. Same with Final Fantasy VI. It makes using Bum Rush a lot harder to do.
God damn it! How did I fuck up? I keep fucking up the earlies too.
Don't you wish you could save state?
Nope. It doesn't make a difference anyway. It's not like there's a penalty for fucking up.
It's just Genius getting frustrated. Nobody really cares. Took too long.
Fuck.
I'm just mesmerized by that Lloyd poster right behind you.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just right there.
I'm fine.
Well, since you're going to be doing this for a while, I might as well go back to Kirby.
Up, sweat, down, music, left ellipses, right question.
War Master's saying that you should just write it down.
Evers. Real man uses his brain.
Oh, like you didn't write it down the first time you played it too.
No.
Shifty eyes. Yay, 9% done with Kirby Triple Deluxe. 9%. Too bad you don't have a 3DS capture device. You could stream you and me playing Kirby Fighters.
Yeah. Well, it's not online.
That'd be
so
fun to watch.
There's no online multiplayer though.
Well, then how does Kirby Fighter multiplayer work?
It's local.
Oh damn.
Dude, if it were online, then
Let's
people
try
would be.
DDD's.
If it were online, people would be giving the game way more praise.
That's true. Let's try DDD's Drum Dash. I've never
fun
actually
with
tried it
that.
yet. Bounce King DDD along the drums. Move forward with that and go for the goal. Press A when you hit a drum to perform a high jump. Consecutive high jumps go higher. Collect musical coins to get points and rack up a high score. Good, great, awesome, outstanding, amazing! Shut up, Sonic Colors.
Oh, I'm tired.
At the peak of a jump, press A to clap on the backbeat and boost your score. Okay.
I'm honestly amazed that I managed to get platinum on the first 3 levels of DDD's Drum Dash. Oh, I think that's gonna be it for this stream.
Oh, I just got here, damn it.
What? You were here when we fought the boss.
I know, but why can't I get higher than that?
Hang on. It's like, but Smart Man uses his other options. No!
Why can't I jump higher than this?
Why don't you give DDR a try? What? What's
There we
DDR
go.
got to do with this? This is random DDR. It's if you pressed up, then next thing you know it means right, and it's like, what? Not to mention, I've played way too much DDR in my lifetime.
Bounce higher, DDD, there you go. Good fat ass penguin, dude.
Nicely put.
Shit. There we go. Damn it!
Oh, I finally beat easy
Damn it.
mode. Now for normal.
DDD, move your fat ass.
Great, I already fucked the first one up. That'll be it for this stream, guys. By the way,
Quitter.
I shouldn't stream too much anyway. I finally got a chance to stream again. I'm like, yeah.